This is pharmaphorum web editor Nicole Raleigh, and I am on site at ESMO 2024 in Barcelona. And I have with me two experts from Johnson Johnson who are going to discuss new data presented by the company and the Congress more generally. These two experts are Henar Hevia, who is Senior Director, EMEA Therapeutic Area Lead in Oncology, and Carolyn Sousa, Regional Commercial Strategy Lead, EMEA Region, Solid Tumour Oncology. Welcome both.
Thank you, Nicole. It's great to be here.
So, to kick things off, before we get into the finer details, would you mind sharing a little bit about your respective journeys? What has propelled you on this course to doing what you do, the passion that drove you?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I can start. I am passionate about science since I was very little. I was always asking questions about science, reading a lot of books about science, and so I had very clear in my mind that science would be, a very important part of my life. So when I was doing my PhD in a lab, I was, investing. I mean, 24 hours per day of my time investigating. So that I received one day a visit from the current Queen and King of Spain, visiting the lab to say thank you for all the efforts our team were advancing when it comes to research, because it's true that science has a great impact into the society, right? So it's like a bit example of what science represents to me and the journey that I have been living. And now in the pharmaceutical company, I can speed up the process of giving science and hope to patients through advancing the innovative therapies and getting in front of cancer.
My gosh. And you, Carolyn?
Yeah, I think it's a very similar story. I think for me, the last time I spoke with pharmaphorum, I shared the personal story of my father-in-law that passed away from lung cancer. And, that's what propelled me into the industry, is knowing, and I think we all know people that have suffered from cancer and have been touched in our own lives. But I think for me, being part of the industry gives us an opportunity to be a stakeholder in the broader community and shaping the healthcare systems, right? And just having the current king and queen, they recognize the importance of bringing innovation to help us as a society. I'm most proud of, for instance, I was previously head of a pharmaceutical company in one of the countries in Eastern Europe. And we were able to change the way they reimburse medicines to, for the first time, include patients in that dialogue and give patients a voice in what therapies get reimbursement. And it's opportunities to do things like that and then bring new medicines in that can provide better outcomes to patients, what I find so rewarding.
Absolutely. I mean, brilliant opportunities, as you say. So I'm aware that Johnson Johnson have presented data, it's been a long conference, presented data at both WCLC and here at ESMO, and that has been across lung, bladder and colorectal cancer. So I was wondering if you could talk about the significance of that data and the unmet needs that yet remain.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. I've been with the company for just over a year. And between these two conferences this year, we've had 27 abstracts, including 11 orals and 4 late-breaking abstracts, which I think just speaks to the speed at which we're able to develop new therapies and bring new information to clinicians.
Absolutely. We can talk, for example, about lung. Lung is a high unmet need area. It is the leading cause of cancer mortality worldwide. And talking about specific non-small cell lung cancer, we are talking about 80% of the total cancer cases. So we have still a lot to do. We have seen in this Congress that multi-target mechanism of actions are improving long-term outcomes, including overall survival, which is a very important one, versus the standard of care, which is really, really remarkable. We are seeing as well that subcutaneous dosage is improving the convenience both for patients and healthcare system, which is a very good news as well, right? And we are seeing, for example, that pre-medication before IV administration is related to improving tolerability and patients' experiences versus standard prophylaxis, which is good news for patients as well. So it's a big win for patients, we will have to say. So this is for lung, exciting times for lung. For colorectal cancer, high unmet need area again. We are not seeing innovation for the last 20 years, which is a lot. We are talking here about the second cancer in Europe, so it's a lot. And in the last years, we are seeing more and more patients under the age of 50 years that being diagnosed with colorectal cancer. So again, high unmet need area. So we are seeing very interesting results in this Congress with biospecifics plus chemotherapy, showing active and durable responses, right, which is great. And we are going to advance in this type of strategies, going for phase 3 trials. So it's good news as well, as we are going to see from these early stages, early results through phase 3 stages of the disease. So yeah. And talking about bladder, again, another big area of opportunity.
Just today?
Yes, today, very early in this morning, we were showing unprecedented results when it comes to BCG unresponsive, high-risk, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer patients. We are seeing the highest complete response rates ever seen, which is, we are bringing hope to patients, to be honest. It's a very, type of patients in which we have to improve the outcomes of the treatments year to date. And much more to come tomorrow in the muscle invasive bladder cancer space. So positive results, but we will see specifically what kind of results we are going to see tomorrow. But a lot to come.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's really exciting being part of J&J, particularly when it comes to our innovations in bladder cancer, is J&J is unique in being a company that has both innovative therapeutic interventions, but also medical technologies. And our bladder cancer portfolio includes products where we actually bring together both device as well as therapeutics. And that's how we're really able to get this unprecedented outcomes in a patient population that's had very little innovation for quite some time.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's true that we are advancing a robust pipeline that includes innovative treatments and the most innovative technology approaches as well. So it's not only about treatments, it's about technologies and platforms to get in front of cancer at the most impactful way, let's say. So, yeah.
Quite something. So high response rates, hope and outcomes for patients, an accelerated method at that. Again, the word brilliant springs to mind. So if we turn to the conference itself, where we're now stood, voila, what have you found interesting? What have you found insightful? What have been trends or takeaways that you feel really are sort of on the money, as it were, for oncology going forward?
We are seeing, maybe, to me, maybe a trend that we are, issuing from a different presentation is about circulating tumor DNA. It seems that it's going to be a new or a very important prognostic and predictive biomarker that is going to lead treatment decisions. So it's something that is being discussed in many different forums, meetings, and it seems that it's going to it's something that is going to help a lot to find the best treatments for every single patient. So to personalize more together with the precision medicine, to give the best possible medicines to the patients in need.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing that's really great about conferences like ESMO is it's an opportunity for us to meet with our partners and different stakeholders in the oncology community. So, for instance, different patient advocacy groups, but also physicians. And we've had some great discussions about what can we do, both in precision medicine. Actually, we were just in a session where one of the leading physicians was reminding the audience, test. Mm-hmm. Because by testing, we can make sure we understand the genetic profile and how a patient's disease has mutated over time and make sure that they get the best possible therapy.
So important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other element for me that's really important, and the other area where we can collaborate is in educating patients better. So, often many patient organizations have shown through surveys, for instance, that 40% of bladder cancer patients felt that they did not have their treatment options explained to them in a way they could understand, or they really didn't understand what to expect in their treatment. Similarly, in lung cancer, 30% of patients felt that they did not have adequate education on what the treatment options were and what their particular treatment would entail. So I think these are great opportunities for us to identify those common priorities and work towards holistically treating patients.
Absolutely. To work together as a community, right? Because the purpose is the same for all of us. So patient is in the center, so you have to still moving forward for it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Exciting opportunities. Thank you very much for your time, both of you. It's been a pleasure.